nicer. Is that Zabu? Good morning, everybody. It's Brittany at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. Here's Zabu. That's Zabu calling. It's a rarity. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Noor. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Nicole. Hi, Boo-Boo. Oh, what's going on? It's a beautiful morning. It's a beautiful morning. Yes. Hi. This is Zabu. She's our white tiger. Good morning, Donna. I say, bring that breakfast, lady. Oh, you've got a lot to say today. So she's just laying in her feeding lockout area, kind of throwing a little whiny fit. It's breakfast time, lady. We feed the cats every day between 8 and 9 a.m. So this is always their excited, eager time of the morning. And I wanted to make sure everybody knows today starts our early donations for Giving Tuesday. Here comes Cameron. Where are you going, sir? Cameron's on the move. Cameron and Zabu are both 18 years old. Morning, Deb. So early donations for Giving Tuesday. It's one of our largest fundraising days of the whole year. This year our goal is $120,000. Now I see you guys can't go out there. With Cameron being such a picky eater, they are closed in their roof section area right now till someone takes their meds. Morning, Cynthia. You guys can kick off our donations. We have a $35,000 match this year, which is amazing. But you can kick off those donations starting today if you go to bigcatrescue.org/give, G-I-V-E. Oh, is this where we're gonna stay? You're gonna make it look like you're in a very small cage, and that's not true. Good morning, Linda. Yeah, so he just put himself in this little tunnel area, which is what is open to their open air section that goes all the way over there. But right now they're closed in here because somebody's very picky. Someone doesn't like to always eat breakfast or take meds. Oh, this lighting is terrible on you, bud. And these guys were born in cages and raised by humans, so they can never go free, sadly. But they do have a lot of space here. Cameron and Zabu live together. They were raised together at a horrible little roadside zoo in the hopes of making white ligers. Good morning, Deborah. They never did breed, thankfully, so no more cats living their lives in cages. But they did form a bond. Yeah, Linda, I'm hoping that's what he just set himself up for. You gonna eat breakfast for Sharon when she gets here? Yeah. So I did not do a donation button on this live feed because I am hoping that you guys will go to bigcatrescue.org/give and kick off our Giving Tuesday donations. So here's Zabu again. So you can see they're actually both open to all of this space in between, but both of them are choosing to lay in worse spots. You guys are gonna get me yelled at today. Nobody ever understands our cages, and look at where you're laying. Yeah, Cameron's laying in his tunnel. Zabu's laying in her feeding lockout. Even though they have all that space back there with the den, there's a whole nother bubble. Oh, goodness, the lighting is terrible. Way over on that side. It's something. What are you doing? You're not making this very easy to show you. So you can learn all about these cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. That's where you can find Zabu and Cameron's stories. Thank you for posting those links. Yep, bigcatrescue.org/give. Giving Tuesday is actually November 27th, but they're allowing for early donations starting today. We have a $35,000 match, which is just incredible. And our goal is to be able to feed the 3 tigers that are coming from Guatemala for their first 4 years. Baby girl. And if you guys are just joining, you can definitely start this feed over and you'll hear Zabu calling. I never really hear Zabu call, so that was very interesting and kind of cool. And I know it's because they want to go out to their open air section, but your man's not cooperating. He's got to eat. Here he comes again. See where he wants to go now. And the other thing, if you don't have money to donate, you can still help the cats greatly. We are also in a contest to win $10,000 for Giving Tuesday Stories. If you go to votecats.com, you can vote for Katie, one of our staff members, and her 2 adorable children. Made a really cute little video about why big cat's important to them. Morning, Pam and Vicky. We're just chasing around Cameron and Zabu this morning. They both want to lay in really awkward places. But you can vote every single day for that video at votecats.com all the way through December 7th. So make sure you vote daily for that. You can also share this feed. Now they both want to be in the same tiny spot. So again, if you're just joining, this is Cameron and Zabu. They're just both in a feeding lockout, but that door's open and they've got plenty of space to be wandering around. You guys are so goofy. Thank you, Nora, for voting daily. It really, really helps. It's a free way you guys could help us win $10,000 for the big cats. She's like, oh, got all up in my space. He's like, what did I do? There we go. Yeah, so the only way that the money goes towards Giving Tuesday for our efforts for the Guatemala tigers, our goal is $120,000. The only way that your donations count towards that effort is if you go to bigcatrescue.org/give. That's exactly why I what do you do? I thought he was going to start roaring. I was going to be quiet. That's why I did not add a donation button to this live feed today. Hi. You gonna roar? You look like you want to roar. He's very wide-eyed today. Yep, these live feeds, mine and Carol's, both of our feeds post automatically at facebook.com/Wildcat Walkabout. It's also where you'll find Carol's daily updates. He looks like he wants to roar. That'd be pretty amazing if we got a... There we go. He stopped to think about it. Well, he heard a golf cart. That's what stopped it. He was just about to roar. No, it's fine. He got like 2 little roars out, and now he's like, he got stuck. Yes. Well, it's Tongue Out Tuesday, so we always come say hi to Cameron.
Happy Tongue Out Tuesday, Cameron.
So, Master Keeper Marie and Senior Keeper Victoria. You guys out doing lockouts? Yes. So morning lockouts. They were really trying to pull one over on me today. They were both laying in the feeding lockout. Or she was laying in it, he was standing over her getting water. And I'm like, you're in the tiniest spot.
I'm surprised they both didn't get stuck in there.
I know. They're being very goofy. Very goofy this morning. Yes, very goofy. Good morning, everybody. If you guys are just joining, this is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. This is Cameron Lion. A lot of people ask why, if he's a male, he doesn't have a mane. He was neutered because we don't believe in breeding for life in cages. And the mane is testosterone driven, so it slowly but surely fell out. And he lives in here with Zabu, a white tiger. They're just laying on the back side of their den. If you watch this feed from the beginning, you'll see just how much space they actually have. They are currently closed in the roof section because of his lack of wanting to eat or take meds. Zabu's trying to groom. Yep, they are our fantastic couple. Thank you to everybody who's posting links. bigcatrescue.org/give and votecats.com. Those are the two best ways for you to help the cats. Danielle, we have 3 cats right now that are the oldest on property. We have a cougar named Riza who's 23. We have a serval named Frosty who's 23. And we have a bobcat named Tiger Lily who's also 23. We have a lot of cats that are over the age of 20 years old. In the wild, they'd live maybe 10 to 12 years. At our facility, because we have vet care and on-site hospital, we feed the best food that we can afford, and we have keepers that constantly have eyes on these cats. They tend to live a lot longer. But if you want to know how old a cat is in human years, you times it by 6. So these guys are both 18 years old times 6. They're very, very old. Very, very old guys. And if you do have any questions about the way our enclosures are built or made, they are made in a way that can withstand hurricane force winds, because we are in Florida. And they're in bubble sections. And all of the sections are connected by doors and tunnels. Diane, I'm actually explaining how their cages are set up. They're not as small as you're thinking they are. I just explained this is just the den area here. Oh, bless you, Zabu. You tell him, eat breakfast, please. But our cages, I mean, their cage actually goes all the way around. You see that big platform out there, all the way down to that red ball and fence. That's all theirs. You're just only able to see what I can fit on my screen. That's just how technology works. I don't have a wide angle. But please learn more about us so that you don't come into our feeds thinking we're terrible. Go to bigcatrescue.org/cages. If you guys are asking who our youngest cat on property is, I believe it's still Nabisco. It's interesting you should ask that about how the cats react, Sheila, when they live together and one of them passes away. With these two specifically, I think if Zabu happened to go first, Cameron would not do well. He's already not doing well. However, Zabu, I think, would fare a little bit better. They're obviously bonded and attached to each other, but we had 2 leopard sisters, Jade and Armani, lived together for over 20 years. And when Jade passed away, Armani didn't really skip a beat. So Tiger Lily also lived with another cat for over 20 years, and she flourished actually after living alone. Let's see if you go back to roaring. You gonna go back to roaring, sir? And then, yep, Texas Tigers. We were worried about Andre more than Amanda, but Andre's done pretty well. Suzanne, I'm not sure which bio you couldn't find, but they're all at bigcatrescue.org/cat bio. Or if it's a rainbow cat, you can always look in the memorials page. Jamie Afton has a drone. We use it for special occasions. There's actually quite a few drone footage videos out there. Thank you, Melissa. We definitely try to be a transparent sanctuary. We try to educate and be super honest. Everybody's going to want to know why Cameron's so skinny. Well, it's because he refuses to eat. He will occasionally take medicine, and every few days he'll eat maybe several pounds, but he's not, you know, he's 18 years old. He's just not eating the way he should. Morning, Barbara Frank. All right, I just closed up that gate. Thank you again, Deb, for posting all that links. I'm on foot, so we're gonna have a little scenic drive. I fired this feed up really fast because I heard Zabu calling, which is not something you get to hear very often. So make sure you watch from the very beginning, and you'll hear a couple of Zabu's little roars or calls. So this is Tiger Lake. This lake is what circulates through solar power to all of our tiger pools. We're on 67 acres in Tampa, Florida. Oh, I just heard Amanda give a roar. She had that look this morning, I didn't even bother. Morning, Dee Dee. Hello, Sam. It's just the one big lake. There's Max and Marianne's enclosure over there. Yeah, as I was driving over from St. Pete, it was like 73 degrees. We can't walk past Priya without talking to Priya. This is Priya Tiger. I hear you. She's a busybody in the morning, makes me chase her back and forth. Learn about Priya at bigcatrescue.org/Priya. It's a beautiful day, Priya. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep walking. Sometimes if I walk past her, she'll splash in her pool, but not always. Let's go see my girl. Hi, Kali. So you can see, Kali actually has 2 swimming pools. Hi, baby. Hi, sugar. You have the best chuff. Oh, boy. This is Kali Tiger. She's probably interested. It looks like Sharon is over with Keisha. Hello, everyone. If you're just joining, this is Kali Tiger. She lives here at Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. I think she's going to show off the size of her cage. This is just half a bubble with one of her dens. Look at all those scratch marks. Her favorite new thing lately is to jump on top of this and just claw like crazy. Morning, Jane. Yeah, that noise that Kali made when she walked up to me is called a chuff, tiger chuff. So we're gonna stay back because I don't want to distract Keisha and Sharon. So hopefully Kali will come back. Here we go. We need Keisha to take her medicine and eat breakfast. Yes, good girl. Correct, Scott. We are not doing a donate button on this morning's live because I've been trying to encourage everybody. Today is the very first day that we can accept early donations for Giving Tuesday. Giving Tuesday is November 27th. However, starting today, early donations can start being collected at bigcatrescue.org/give. And we have a big goal in mind. We want to raise $120,000. We have a $35,000 match. And the goal for that is to be able to feed the tigers coming to us from Guatemala for the first 4 years that they live here. Oh, we lost Cully. She's too interested in sharing food time over there. So I don't want to distract, so we are going to keep moving along. If you guys are just joining, we started out with Cameron and Zabu. We've seen Priya. We just hung out with Cully. Hi, Deanne. So the other big thing, and again, I apologize, I'm on foot, so it's going to be a little scenic. But today is Beecher's 1-year rescue anniversary. So I would like to go talk to Beecher and some of his neighbors. Thank you, Florence. Yeah, it's bigcatrescue.org/give. And for the next 2 weeks, we can collect for Giving Tuesday. It's our largest fundraising day of the year, or one of them. So it would really, really mean a lot to us if we can start off with a bang. Manny is definitely enjoying Funcation. Let me see if we can see Gabrielle. We got cut short on tiger time. We're gonna have to walk all the way around Gabrielle. And if you can't afford to actually donate money right now, please go to votecats.com and vote for Katie and her 2 boys video about why Big Cat Rescue means so much to them. Hi, baby girl. Hi, sweetness. This is Gabrielle. Hi, I know, I didn't bring treats. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yep, Giving Tuesday is our largest fundraising day of the year, so bigcatrescue.org/give. Votecats.com. If you vote every day until December 7th, we have a chance of winning $10,000 there, and that's free. Deanne, Facebook fundraisers also go to the cats, but if you donate through Facebook, it doesn't count towards our Give Day contributions. That's why I did not do a donation today. So please go to bigcatrescue.org/give. See somebody asking about Amazon Smile. Yeah, that's something that's year-round all the time. That's not special to this time of year. But if you shop on Amazon already, make sure you shop smile.amazon.com and choose Big Cat Rescue as your charity. If you do that, Amazon donates 0.5% of your purchase automatically to the cats. If I understand Carol's last total, that has added up to more than $100,000 for these cats over the last year. Now we do have an Amazon store as well, amazon.com/bigcatrescue. That's all of our items on our Amazon store. But if you use Smile, that applies to everything. You don't just have to buy Big Cat Rescue products. That's like you buy your everyday supplies that you would normally be ordering or reordering. From what I understand though, if you have an automatic order set up with Amazon, sometimes Smile doesn't cooperate with that, so definitely double check that you're using Smile. Hi! Baby girl. You want to lay down and just hang out? You can. Must have a wet foot. A wet foot. Jay, we have just under 70, I think actually just above 60 cats. 5 of those are rehab bobcats right now. This is Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. You can read the backstory of every one of our cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. Hi, pretty lady. Look how pretty she is. She is one of our smallest tigers. Usually in the cub petting industry, when they breed and breed and breed, and they take cubs immediately from their mothers, they're breeding cats back to each other to try to get smaller cats in order to be able to use them as photo props longer. If you guys don't know much about the cub petting industry and how horrible it is for these poor tigers, make sure you check out cubabuse.com and also read Gabrielle and Priya's stories. Well, here she goes. All right, let's go back around. Go back out, and we'll finally head back over to Beecher. If you're just joining, we've already seen Cameron and Zabu, Kali, Gabrielle, a little bit of Priya. So these enclosures over here that are currently sitting empty on our, what we always call Tiger Island. It's not really an island, it's just the center of the sanctuary. There are 3 very large enclosures. And that is where the tigers that are coming from Guatemala that have been rescued from the circus there, that's where their new home is going to be. Kelly, their area is not small. If you want to check out bigcatrescue.org/cages, you can get a little more educated about our cages and enclosures here. My camera only shows what my camera can show. It's not a wide angle. And somebody, I mentioned yesterday, I'm like, I could walk every single enclosure to show everybody just how large they are, but then I'd have people complaining that they don't see any cats. But I had somebody reach out to me in a message saying, well, that probably wouldn't be a bad idea to still film that. So we'll see. Might bring it up in a meeting. See if we can do anything to help people understand how our cages are created and why they're made the way they are. I was gonna cut through, I'm on my way to Beecher, but I was gonna see if Des was out. Des has amazing camouflage. Oh, here he is. I had to search for you today, sir. I don't know if you guys can spot him. That's Des Serval over there. Hello, Laura. Yeah, I believe Kimba is the tiger. He's considered a cub still. He's about 2 years old. And then Max and Simba tigers are around 8 years old. You guys see Des through there? He's got such a pretty enclosure, all those palmettos. Yeah, he blends in, and he is one of our largest servals, and he definitely can be hard to find in that enclosure. So, kind of taking the long road. We're walking around Des's enclosure. We're gonna work our way up and see maybe Ginger. Ginger, Hutch, and Beecher are all in a line. But the tigers coming from Guatemala, that's what our big Giving Tuesday goal is this year. We'd like to raise enough money to feed them for the first 4 years that they live here. We believe that none of them were housed together. Tigers are solitary by nature, so they are not going to want to share space. So they're each getting their own large enclosure. That's Hutch. Hi, Ginger. Hi, sweet girl. Are you hiding? You're doing a very good job. Good morning, Carol in Texas. This is Ginger. She's an African serval. You can learn all about why big cats are solitary by nature at bigcatrescue.org/solitary. Hi. Oh, pretty girl. Morning, Bethany. That's probably the longest she's ever stood there and tolerated my presence. There's only a couple servals here that really take the time to let me be near them, and that's Hutch and Simba and Zukari. Is that yours? Is that yours? Let's see where Hutch is. There's Hutch. Hutch and Ginger having a conversation. Where? Where? Hi, sweet boy. How are you feeling, sir? Very good. So as you probably recall if you follow us regularly, about 2 weeks ago, I came out to take some photos of Hutch and noticed he had a really big swelling on his face. It's this side that he's rubbing. You can see it's still a little shaved. Are you flirting with your girl? They really do like each other. Hi. I just saw a question, if snakes or birds or other animals enter their enclosures, what happens? Well, they're wild animals, so they hunt them down usually. A lot of them don't have true hunting skills because they were raised by people, but an instinct is an instinct. They'll still pounce, and the problem is, again, they don't always know how to actually kill them, so they tend to just play with them to death. A lot of times, even if they kill it, they won't eat it, so it's kind of a waste of life. That's why we don't give any kind of live prey here unless it's to the rehab bobcats. Okay. Yep, these are African servals. They're very fierce animals. They would be native to Africa. They would have to survive and run alongside some fierce predators like lions. That's why they're so hissy. She's showing off. She's rubbing in her palmettos over there. That's right. What are you doing, Ginger? You guys are just joining. We're hanging out with Ginger Serval. You can learn all about her at bigcatrescue.org/ginger. She came in as part of the Gilligan's Island Rescue from Kansas. Terrible little place there. You can see how she's just spraying urine on everything because that's hers. That's why she does not make a good house cat. That's what they would be doing in your house. I see that Miss Riza is also out. I swear we're gonna make it to Beecher. Maybe Beecher will be our finale. Today is Beecher's 1-year rescue anniversary since he arrived at the sanctuary. Let's get the gate closed there. Hi, Riza. Hi. Hi, sugar. How are you doing? This is Riza. Somebody earlier asked us how old our oldest cats were. Hi, baby. We'll actually go around. And we have 3 cats that are 23, and Riza is one of them. Hi, baby. Hello, gorgeous. Hello. Hi, pretty. Miss Riza. Loretta, she is talkative all the time. You can see that little spot on her side. That's where the incision was. She just recently had to have stitches. She's healing very well. She's a very good girl. Very unsteady on her feet. She was badly declawed as a cub. She was originally owned by a drug dealer who I guess thought it'd be cool to have a cougar, or that would be a good security system, but they badly declawed her, and she's had a lot of health problems over the years because of it. That's why she crosses her paws like that. It's cute, but it's sad. Yes, Ginger, I believe they do. Got leopards calling. This is beautiful Riza. She is a cougar, but you could also call her a puma or a mountain lion, or people call them panthers. It depends on the location where they're native to. They're found around the U.S. in different regions. Are you listening to Hutch? Hutch has a lot to say today. She recently was also shaved down because she can no longer properly groom herself. So we had to shave her down and give her a haircut, so that's why she has those cute little boots on. She also has a lion tail at the end of her little tail there. Little boots, little tail fluff. She's a very good girl. So I wanted to quickly again just remind everybody the reason we don't have a donate button on our live feed this morning is because today's the first day you can do early donations for Giving Tuesday. If you go to bigcatrescue.org/give, it's also got the link in the title of this video. We would really, really appreciate it if you guys would go give your donations to that location today. And you have all the way till Tuesday the 27th. We are raising funds for the Guatemala tigers that are coming in from the circus there. Hi, baby. You're so pretty. You're doing very, very good. Alright, well we gotta go. I promised we'd see Beecher. We've gotta go see Beecher. It says the anniversary. Okay? She's done with me anyway because I didn't bring food. Yeah, I know. I know. Oh, there's Miss Maya. Look how pretty she is in the sunlight. You guys all distract me. You guys all distract me. Hi. Hi, baby. This is Maya. Ooh, too much sun. Too much sun. Hi. Alright, we're gonna go see that beach boy. Beecher, just a couple days ago, actually turned 6 years old, so he had his birthday, and then a couple days later he has his rescue anniversary. He's been here for a year. Wouldn't change a thing. I love Beecher. Poor thing was declawed though, and it always makes me really sad. He always wants to chase things up trees, and he really can't. No, Loretta, these cats, because they're captive, they were born in cages, and they unfortunately can't truly ever get the exercise they would have in the wild. We have to monitor their diets pretty carefully. It also wouldn't be safe for me to just hand out food one-handed because I have one hand holding a camera. Hi, Beecher. Hi, sweet boy. Beecher is a Savannah cat. Well, what do you think? You've been here for a whole year, Bud. What do you think? I know. Yeah. Where? Such a sweet boy. Yes, you are. So Savannah cats are created because people want the look of an exotic cat, but the attitude of a domesticated house cat, and they generally get the opposite. Though Beecher is striking, he's a first generation. The owner tried it out for a handful of years, even built a $10,000 addition onto her home. hoping that giving him the space, there's Cyrus in the background being silly, that they'd be able to continue to live with him, and it just didn't work out that way. When we take cats in from private owners, we do require that they fill out documentation that they'll never own another exotic cat again. That way we don't become a dumping ground every time somebody wants a new cub or kitten. Beach boy. It's very beautiful. They usually do get treats or operant or special enrichment on their anniversaries and birthdays. That's assuming that they you just hear Cyrus. It's assuming that they would even care or pay attention to it. Everyone's like, oh, give Cameron a big cake for his birthday. And I'm like, well, if we actually thought he'd eat it, we would. Because Beecher was raised on like domestic cat foods, but has been switched over to a raw meat diet, he can still be a little picky from time to time. But he loves raw fish and shrimp. That's his go-to. That's Beecher's go-to. Yeah, I hear ya. I think we're gonna have to go say hi to Cyrus. I can't let him just scream at me and me not go recognize him. Yes, he had just turned 5 right before he came here, so you're correct. His birthday and his rescue anniversary are only a couple days apart. But we're gonna celebrate them both, right, bud? Yes, we are. We are going to celebrate both. He's being very calm this morning. Should we go see your neighbor? Alright. So I'm walking around. Part of Beecher's, the rest of Hutch. Hi, Cyrus! Hi, sweet boy. Hi. Best boy. Best boy. So goofy. You're so goofy. No, Tut does not have his haunted house anymore. That's just made out of cardboard and tissue paper, and pretty much after a few days of them rubbing and drooling and flattening it, and then the weather, of course, we pull out enrichment like that every few days. So silly. So this is Cyrus. He's a caracal. Yes, any of you wanting to donate to Big Cat Rescue today, please go to bigcatrescue.org/give. You can see Cyrus is leading us from one section of his enclosure to the next because he hears a feeding cart. It's a very exciting time of the day. We feed every day here between 8 and 9. Yeah. You ready for food? So much food. Cyrus has actually more of like a gray greenish colored eye, but that could be, you know, just the light time of day and the lighting. Let's see if, who was that? Hutch. Hutch is still following and calling. Hi, sweet boy. Back over to Hutch. Where? Where? Morning, sweet boy. Yeah, your curly tail. Curly tail's cute, but it was most likely caused by malnutrition. We have a serval here named Cricket, who was owned by a woman that was vegan and thought because she was vegan, the cat should be vegan, which is not good. Cats are pure carnivores, so it can cause some deformities. Yes. Yeah, I love to come out at different times of the day and photograph the cats because the colors just change out here like crazy depending on the light. Hi, baby. Loretta, you missed all the tigers. I've been live for quite a while now. We go live pretty much every morning, anywhere from 30 minutes up to an hour. So we've already seen Cameron and Zabu. We've seen Priya and Kali, all tigers, Gabrielle tiger. We got a little glimpse of Dez, an African serval, Ginger and Hutch. We saw Riza, we saw Maya, which are cougars. We saw Beecher on his 1-year rescue anniversary. Frank, that's the horrible part, is it's not that difficult to own these animals in a lot of places. Sometimes it's as easy as a Google search. I do not recommend that. You will regret it. It's an ugly, ugly world when it involves black market wild animals. But that's why we were trying to change laws. So we have the Big Cat Public Safety Act, and that would effectively end the private ownership of these cats because they are not pets. They do not belong in cages or basements or backyards. Yeah, don't you agree, bud? He should be running free and wild in Africa. He shouldn't be in a cage in Florida in the US. So go to bigcatact.com and please help us make the call of the wild. Contact your legislators. Let them know that this isn't okay. We don't want a life in cages for these cats. It's a rub all over your palmetto kind of day for the servals. That's what they do. Everyone thinks that when they rub along the side of the cage that they're saying, oh, pet me, I love you, pet me. But the true reality is they rub along the side of the cage like that because they have glands, like scent markers, so they're marking their territory with their chin and their face. And then 90% of the time they turn around and pee as well. So you can't really stop that behavior. That's a natural behavior for them. That's why the keepers are constantly dodging being peed on. Because they'll rub on the side of the cage and then they'll turn around and pee. Here's Cyrus again. Yeah, you went away because you thought the food cart was here. So Hutch came to say hi. Yeah. I mean, we obviously love these cats and we give them the best life that we possibly can. We are a forever home for these cats. We're an accredited sanctuary where the cats come here and live for the rest of their lives. We don't do any buying, selling, trading, breeding, or touching any of these cats. Touching them, in our opinion, is just disrespectful. If we're telling people they don't make good pets, why would we be petting them? And they'd never let you do it in the wild. If they did, I don't think it'd end very well. So why trap them in a cage and then force your wishes on them? So we don't do, yeah, we don't do any petting. And these are big cats. I mean, between 20 and 40 pounds for some of these smaller cats, which is quite large. They have canine teeth that can be between 2 and 5 inches, depending on what species of cat. You're being wild. Yes, you are being wild. Very, very sweet. Well, I just wanted to thank all of you guys one more time for joining us today. This was Big Cat Rescue in Tampa, Florida. You can learn all about these cats at bigcatrescue.org/catbio. You can read each of their stories. Nope, any cat that was born in a cage can never be set free, despite what they might try to tell you. Some places that swear they're doing it for conservation, but those cats still can never go free. You can learn that at bigcatrescue.org/go-free. Make sure you rewatch this feed because we saw a lot of cats today. They post automatically at our facebook.com/Wildcat Walkabout. Yes, he's a very good boy. And I will throw these two out there one more time. Today started off the early donations for Giving Tuesday. So please go to bigcatrescue.org/give. And if you donate, that money is going towards our goal of $120,000 so that we're able to feed the 3 tigers coming from Guatemala for the first 4 years of their life. And if you can't afford to donate money today, make sure you go to votecats.com and vote for Katie's Big Cat Rescue video. That would put us in the running for $10,000 on Giving Tuesday as well. There he goes. Well, thank you all so much. I'm excited. We had some newcomers with some great questions today. We go live every day that I'm here in the morning. So usually between 7 and 9, you'll tend to see our notifications pop up. And I will see you all again soon. Take care, everybody.